Jayam Svaparam Spasprajacharya Sadasmaad Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada ki jai. Anand Koti Vaishnavrinda ki jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki jai. Prince Gaur Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda ki jai. Sri Sri Radha Krishna Govinath Sam Kunda Radha Kunda Giridharan ki jai. Vrindavan Dham ki jai. नवद्वीप धाम की जय, गंगा माई की जय, यमुना माई की जय, तुलसी देवी की जय, भक्ति देवी की जय, स्वामी भक्तवृंद की जय. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. Thank you very much.
Radhe, 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 Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite. Radhe, Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite. Gokula Taruni Mandala Mahite. Gokula Taruni Mandala Mahite. Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite. Damodara Rati Vardhana Veshe Hari Nishkutta Vrinda Vipineshe. Damodarati Vardhana Veshe Hari Nishkutta Vrinda Vipineshe. Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite. Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite. Vrishabhanu Dadhi Navashashi Leke Lalita Shaki Guna Ramita Vishakhe. Vrishabhanu Dadhi Navashashi Leke Lalita Shaki Guna Ramita Vishakhe. Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite. Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite. Karunam Kurumai Karuna Bharite Sanaka Sanatana Varnita Charite. Karunam Kurumai Karuna Bharite Sanaka Sanatana Varnita Charite. Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite. Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite. Gokula Taruni Mandala Mahite. Gokula Taruni Mandala Mahite. Radhe 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 Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite. Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhava Daite. Radhe Radhe Radhe. O Radha, all glories unto you, all glories unto you. You are the beloved of Lord Madhava. Krishna, and you are glorified by all the young gopi girls of Gokula. O Radha, you dress yourself in such a way just to increase Damodara's love and attachment for you. O Radha, you are the queen of the forest of Vrindadevi, which is the pleasure grove of Lord Hari. O Radhika, you are the new moon goddess arisen from the ocean of King Vrishabhanu. O Radha, you are the friend of Lalita, and you give intimate pleasure to Vishaka due to your wonderful qualities. O Srimati Radharani, please be merciful unto me. You are filled with compassion, and your divine characteristics are described by such great sages as Sanaka and Sanatan Kumaras. This verse is from the Brihad Gautamiya Tantra. Devi Krishna Mayi Prokta Radhika Para Devata Sarva Lakshmi Mayi Sarva Kanti Sam Mohani Para. The transcendental goddess Srimati Radharani is the direct counterpart of Lord Sri Krishna. She is the central figure for all the goddesses of fortune. Sri Radha possesses all the attractiveness to attract the all-attractive personality of Godhead, Govinda. Thus, Sri Radhika is the primeval internal potency of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, the author of Chaitanya Charitamrita, explains this verse as follows. In this shloka, the word Devi means resplendent and most beautiful, or else it means the lovely abode of the worship and love sports of Lord Sri Krishna. The words Krishna Mayi means one who's within and without are Lord Krishna. Sri Radha sees Krishna wherever she casts her glance, or else it means Sri Radha is identical with Lord Krishna, for Radharani embodies the mellows of transcendental love. The energy of Lord Krishna is identical with him. Sri Radha's worship, Aradhana, consists of fulfilling the desires of Lord Krishna. Therefore, the Puranas call her Radhika. In the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, it is stated that when the gopis, tormented through the long night of separation from Krishna, wandered like mad women from forest to forest in search of Krishna, at that time they said, "Oh, truly the personality of Godhead has been worshipped by that gopi. Therefore, Lord Govinda, being pleased with her, has brought Radharani to a lonely spot, thus leaving us all behind." Therefore, Radhika is Parama Devata, the supreme goddess, and Radharani is worshipable for everyone. Srimati Radharani is the supreme protector of all, and she is the mother of the entire universe. Sri Radha is the original source of all the goddesses of fortune. In this verse, the words Sarva Lakshmi also indicates that Radharani fully represents the six opulences of Krishna: wealth, beauty, strength, fame, wisdom, renunciation. Therefore, Srimati Radharani is the supreme energy of Lord Krishna. And the word Sarvakanti indicates that all beauty and luster rest in Radharani's body. Indeed, all the other Lakshmis derive their beauty from Sri Radha. The word Kanti may also mean all the desires of Lord Krishna. Therefore, all the desires of Lord Krishna rest in Srimati Radharani. Radhika fulfills all the desires of Lord Krishna. This is the meaning of the words Sarva Kanti. Lord Krishna enchants the entire universe, but Srimati Radhika enchants even him. Therefore, Radharani is the supreme goddess of all. Srimati Radhika is the full power, and Lord Krishna is the possessor of that full power. The two are non-different, as evidenced by the revealed scriptures. They are indeed the same, just as musk and its scent are inseparable, or as fire and its heat and light are non-different. Thus, Sri Radha and Lord Krishna are one, yet they have taken two forms to enjoy the mellows of loving erotic pastimes. The following is an excerpt from the introduction to the Chaitanya Charitamrita by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada. So this brings up the question of who Srimati Radharani is and what Radha Krishna is. Actually, Radha Krishna is the exchange of love, but not ordinary love. Krishna has immense potencies, of which three are principal: the internal, the external, and the marginal potencies. Now, in the internal potency, there are three divisions: Sandani, Samvit, and Hladani. The Hladani potency is Krishna's pleasure potency. All living entities have this pleasure-seeking potency, for all beings are trying to have pleasure. This is the very nature of the living entity. At the present moment, we are trying to enjoy our pleasure potency by means of the body in the material condition. By bodily contact, we are attempting to derive pleasure from material sense objects. But we should never entertain the nonsensical idea that Krishna, who is always spiritual, also tries to seek pleasure on this material plane. In Bhagavad Gita, Krishna describes the material universe as Dukhalayam Ashashpatam, a non-permanent place full of miseries. Why then would Krishna seek pleasure in matter? After all, Krishna is the Supersoul, the Supreme Spirit, so his pleasure is beyond the material conception. To learn how Krishna enjoys pleasure, we must study Cantos 1 through 9 of Srimad Bhagavatam, and then we should study the 10th canto, in which Krishna's pleasure potency is displayed in his pastimes with Radha-rani and the Gopi damsels of Vraja. Unfortunately, less intelligent people turn at once to the sports of Krishna found in the Dashamaskanda, or 10th canto. Krishna's embracing Radha-rani, or Krishna's dancing with the cowherder girls in the Rasa dance, are generally misunderstood by ordinary persons, and that is because they consider these pastimes in the light of mundane lust. Such persons foolishly think that Krishna is like themselves and that Krishna embraces the gopis just as an ordinary man embraces a young girl. Some people thus become interested in Krishna because they think that Krishna's religion allows them indulgence in sex. But this is not Krishna bhakti, or love of Krishna. Instead, it is prakrita sahajya, materialistic lust. And to avoid such errors, we should understand what Radha Krishna actually is. Radha and Krishna display their pastimes through Krishna's internal energy. The pleasure potency of Krishna's internal energy is a most difficult subject matter, and unless one understands what Krishna is, one cannot understand it. For Krishna does not take any pleasure in this material world, but Krishna does have a pleasure potency. And because we are part and parcel of Krishna, that pleasure potency is within us also. But we are trying to exhibit that pleasure potency in matter. Krishna, however, does not make such a vain, unproductive attempt. The object of Krishna's pleasure potency is Radha-rani. Krishna exhibits his potency as Radha-rani and then engages in loving affairs with her. In other words, Krishna does not take pleasure in this external energy like we do, but rather Krishna exhibits his internal energy, his pleasure potency, as Srimati Radha-rani, and then enjoys with her. Thus, Krishna manifests himself as Radha-rani in order to enjoy his internal pleasure potency. Of the many extensions, expansions, and incarnations of Krishna, this pleasure potency, Hladini, is the foremost and chief. Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye. I offer respectful obeisances to Srimati Radha-rani, whose bodily complexion is like molten gold, and who is the supreme queen of Vrindavan. Radha-rani is the daughter of King Vrishabhanu, and she is most dear to Lord Krishna. The following is an excerpt from the introduction to Chaitanya Charitamrita by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada. We should not think that Radha-rani is separate from Krishna. Radha-rani is also Krishna, for there is no difference between the energy and the energetic. Without energy, there is no meaning to the energetic. And without the energetic, there is no energy. Similarly, without Radha, there is no meaning to Krishna. And without Krishna, there is no meaning to Radha. Because of this, Vaishnava philosophy first of all pays obeisances to and worships the internal pleasure potency of the Supreme Lord. Thus, the Lord and his potency are always referred to as Radha Krishna. Similarly, those who worship Lord Narayana first of all utter the name Lakshmi, as in Lakshmi Narayana. And similarly, those who worship Lord Ram first of all utter the name Sita. In either case, Sita Ram, Radha Krishna, Lakshmi Narayan, the potency always comes first. So, Radha and Krishna are one. And when Krishna desires to enjoy pleasure, Krishna manifests himself as Radharani. The spiritual exchange of love between Radha and Krishna is the actual display of Krishna's internal pleasure potency. Now, although we speak of when Krishna desires, just when he did, we cannot say. We only speak in this way because in our conditioned life, we take it that everything has a beginning. However, in spiritual life, everything is absolute and eternal, and so there is neither beginning nor end. Yet, in order to understand that Radha and Krishna are one, and that they also become divided, then the question automatically comes to mind, when? So, when Krishna desired to enjoy his pleasure potency, Krishna manifested himself in the separate form of Radharani. And when Krishna wanted to understand himself through the agency of Radha, he again united with Radharani, and that unification is called Sri Krishna Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And this is all explained by Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami in the Chaitanya Charitamrita. Vishnu Shakti Paraprokta Kshetra Gyakya Tata Para Avidya Karma Sangyanya Tritiya Shaktir Ishyate. The original potency of Lord Vishnu is superior or spiritual, and the living entity also actually belongs to that superior energy. But there is another energy called the material energy, and this third energy is full of ignorance.